concern about the expanding power and the role of the Economic Management Council. And it was originally established, as he's just outlined, with the status of a Cabinet Committee to manage the government's programme on economic planning and budgetary matters and banking policy coming out of the crash. And I could understand to a certain degree in the logic of that and the need to have a focus on those matters. But it does appear that its power and influence has grown, insofar as it's possible, from the opaque answers we get to questions at times, to establish this. It appears that the EMC acts almost as a government within the government, and then brings forward its decisions to the Cabinet. And also that some of the senior people, civil service and political advisers who attend these meetings, may well have more influence on decisions that are taken than do members of the Cabinet itself. So there is a question about whether the role and the decisions and the actions of the Economic Council are replacing the constitutional responsibility of the Cabinet. There's also big issues that need to be dealt with now. I mean, there are hundreds of citizens in hospital trolleys. Has the Economic Council discussed that? There's the issue of rent certainty, or the lack of it. Has the Economic Council discussed that? There's an ongoing issue around the lack of government plans to tackle the housing and homelessness crisis. And you say, Taoisigh, that homelessness is not acceptable. With absolute respect, let me say that homelessness is a direct consequence of your government's policy. And it is acceptable. It wouldn't be happening if you decided to stop it from happening and if you got houses built for those people who need them. And then I raised this issue earlier about the plight of the traveller community. Its accommodation funding was cut by 93%. Imagine 93% cut. Did the Economic Management Council take that decision? And I also asked a question, it was question 7, and I don't recollect you answering it, although you may have, and I may have missed it, and if so, I apologise. But I asked, would you confirm if the Governor of the Central Bank briefed the Economic Management Council on the possible implications of a Greek exit from the European Union and Euro? So if you haven't answered that, I would be obliged if you would tell us if that happened. And could you tell us what meetings, if any, the Economic Management Council has had with the banks in the last year?
Deputy Boyd Barrett, I'd be comfortable.
How many meetings, if any,